So, welcome to part 2 of Diaries of an Addict. The bridge behind me is in Grand Rapids, Michigan, known as the Blue Bridge. Now, back in 2018 to around 2021, I want to say, this bridge right here was the source of a bunch of parties, drinking, debauchery, and a lot of regrets. Back in 2020, I used to run a pop-up shop, and I called it the Bizarre Experience. Now, what I was expecting was to just make some money selling crystal necklaces, and what ended up happening is every night I would make about $150. Now, that $150, half of it, about $50 to $75, would go towards stupid shit. Alcohol, weed, shrooms, acid. If I could get my hands on it, I was taking it. I was drinking it. I was smoking it. I was eating it. I was tripping on it. God, I just hate the way that my nose looks right now. It's all burned. And it would start off lightheaded, or light. I would come out here around 4, maybe 5 o'clock, or most days I would come out during, starting out at 11, have music going. At around noon, the weed man would come through. And when he came through, everyone came through. And by that time, I would already have made $20-30, so I'd get about an eighth, maybe a quarter, depending on the weed man. I'm not really gonna name names, but if you end up watching this, you know who you are. And by 5 o'clock, I would have 3/5 with me. Every night, I would end up losing stock because I wasn't paying attention. I was drinking too much. I really don't remember half of what happened. That's how bad it got. But what I do remember is waking up at, I don't know, maybe 3 a.m., 4 a.m., go to my dad's apartment, drunk as fuck still. Man, he did not like that. But I was stupid, I was young, still am young, but a different kind of young, a smarter young, a wiser young. He would try to get through my head that I needed to quit drinking. I just wouldn't listen. And when we moved, it only got worse from there. Because each night after we moved, I started working at a job in Saugatuck. The place was called Coral Gables. If you know, you know. If you don't, you probably haven't been to Michigan. And every night, same deal. After I close, shot. Drink a Moscow Mule. Drink some whiskey, drink some Coronas. It was getting to a point where I was having like 9 to 10 drinks a night. Somewhere between 10 to 15 maybe drinks a night. And I remember one night when I was so drunk that I ended up punching a window and having to go to a hospital. I told my dad the next morning that I got into a fight. And when he heard that, it was the final straw. Because by that time I had already gotten into multiple fights, so it was already believable. Shit. But that was the final straw. He ended up having to kick me out. And I don't blame him for that. I had fucked up too many times to continue expecting his forgiveness. So, I don't know what's gonna happen with this, if it's gonna become a regular thing. But if it does, and Dad, if you're watching, ever, sorry for the piece of shit that I was. You tried to get me to follow Christ. And I would listen, but I wasn't obeying. Thinking back on it all, I was a fool. I'm still a fool, but now I'm a fool for Christ. That's it for this one. Catch you guys later.